The Flip Wilson Show. With Flip's guest, the Supreme, Willie Tyler and Lester, and his special guest, David Frost. Now, here's Flip.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Show Business. There's no business like show business. No business like no. If you're working. It's like any other business. If you're working, it's okay. If you're not, it's very shaky. Let me tell you about myself. I sell choreography, music, and monologues. And sooner or later, all of the great entertainers come into show business honey. That's the name of the place. We didn't have enough room on the sign to put the honey there. Well, look, since I don't have any customers right now, I'd like to give you an idea of the type of product I have for sale. I kind of mix it up. You know, I have dirty jokes. Then I have subtle, very hip jokes. And then I throw in a few religious jokes. There are a lot of guys who are Reverend Leroy fans, and they like to have one to shoot out of the pulpit every Sunday. You want to hear a good dirty joke? Muddy water. In addition to being a very good joke, that's also the name of a blues and a blues singer. Now, then there are also comics who prefer subtle humor, the kind that you have to use great discretion in the choice of the audience to present a type of humor as this, too. Because a lot of times, if the audience isn't really on it, they just shoot right over their heads. Well, I'll give you an idea. How tall is a 5-foot ladder? See what I mean? Quite a few of y'all missed it. In fact, I believe I was the only one who got it. Oh, then a little religious humor. You know, that helps get them in there on Sunday. Now, like the minister who said to the congregation, said, brothers and sisters, as we bow our heads in prayer, not only am I going to ask for daily bread, I'm going to try to get us enough to last a whole week. I better get back into business here, you know? I sure hope somebody will buy some of this material. Oh, here comes my first customer. Mr. David Frost, TV host supreme, 2-time Emmy winner, and an otherwise all-around swell guy. Well, good evening, Mr. Frost, and what's it going to be today? Songs, comedy, or tragedy?
Mr. Showbiz, what I'd like really is a joke that's witty, clever, and fresh.
Well, there's a great one. Just flew in from Maine.
Huh?
Yeah, just came in. It's, what do you get when you cross a parrot and a tiger?
I don't know, but when it talks, you better listen.
You've been to Maine, huh?
Yes, I flew in with that joke about 17 years ago.
I'll tell you what. I'm running a special this week on cannibal jokes.
Oh, good. In the words of Henny Youngman, I enjoy a good joke you can get your teeth into.
Mr. Frost, you really need my service. Oh, now, this cannibal joke I was telling you about. See, there's these two cannibals. They're having a chat during dinner. And one cannibal snatches his bib off and says, I just can't stand my mother-in-law. And the other one says, well, just eat the vegetables.
I think I'll go back to Maine.
Okay, take it easy, Mr. Frost. Well, how you doing there? Willie, Tyler, and Lester, a soul brother and a soul dummy. Well, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, I'd like a new routine that'll make me a star.
Yeah. What would you like?
I'd like a hunk of wood so I can have a baby brother.
Well, I just happen to have a hunk of wood right here. There you go.
Oh, this is heavy.
It's not heavy. It's my brother.
The Supremes. Woo! Woo! Red light. What can I do for you ladies?
We're shopping for a new song.
Oh, boy. I just sold one. Dionne Warwick was in here. There was a chick in here a few minutes ago. And she bought the last one I had. Say, how about a little choreography? I got some great new moves that just arrived.
No, honey, we have our own moves.
Yeah, well, it's like I've always said. If you got it, move it.
We need a #1 record.
#1 record?
Yes.
This is one I wrote last night. I'm sure you'll like this. It's called The Key to My Heart Also Fits a Cadillac.
Honey, we'll take it.
Well, y'all should enjoy that. David Frost, the Supremes, Willie, Tyler, and Lester. Stay right where you are because your number's coming up next. Red light.
How's the homework going, son? You can't? Well, perhaps I can help, can I? If Farmer Smythe Wellington sells 10 apples, and Farmer St. John Jones sells 6 apples, how much does each make if an apple is 3 for 2? Let's see now. You follow that? No, that is a tricky one, isn't it? I'm sorry, son. Perhaps Mummy can help you. Bye. British intelligence. Oh, they're standing by, are they? Righto, then I'll send for Faversham, okay? Send in Faversham straight away. Come! Advance and respond to secret code. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie.
Kissed the girls and made them cry.
When the boys came passing through...
Georgie Porgy kissed them too.
Faversham!
Oh, how you doing, #1?
Delighted to see you,
I'm very glad
boy.
to see you too, buddy.
No, we're alone, Faversham. You can drop the disguise.
Oh, last week I did a couple commercials for Uncle Ben's rice. What's happening, #1?
Well, a great deal, and this one's right up your canoe, Faversham. We're sending you to the Himalayas disguised as a Tibetan monk.
Bully!
Hey, English. The enemy's rummaging around up there, but we've got a rather neat trick up our own sleeve.
Well, what am I going to take with me?
This time, Faversham, you're traveling light.
That is a neat trick. How long do you think I'll be up there?
Oh, a month or two, 6 years at the most.
All alone with no one to talk to?
Not quite, Faversham. We're sending 3 of our best men with you. Stand at ease and you'll meet them now, all right? Send in Chumley, would you? Yarborough and Ferguson. Enter and identify yourselves.
Frank Chumley here, number 24.
Charles Yarborough, number 22. Alec Ferguson, number 23.
Bingo!
Faversham, do you two know each other?
I've worked with Chumley before, sir. He's a good man.
Pretty rugged group of chaps, don't you think, Faversham?
Great disguise, number one. They almost look real.
No one will ever suspect, you know.
That's right. We'll just be a Tibetan monk and his 3 monkettes.
You know Tibetan, do you? Do you?
Do I know Tibetan? Did you get that, Tumley? Do I know Tibetan? No. But there was an old Tibetan proverb my mother used to recite to me when she cradled me in my bed at night. It was called Shangri-La. When in the land of the setting sun, the weary traveler rests his head upon the bosom of the earth.
Yes, well, that's absolutely charming, and I can...
Content in the repose that comes to one who longed for the peace and serenity that escaped him in his youth.
Yes, right now. That's...
But confident and going ever onward.
Very touching.
But there was quite a bit of touching in those old Tibetan
Make yourself comfortable
Oh, yes, Chief.
while I brief you on the plans, Faversham. You're a lad, Faversham. The enemy's a crafty lot, Faversham. Remember that? They've got agents everywhere. So I want you to stay close together at all times.
Good thinking, Chief.
I want to report on everything that goes on. You must maintain close contact.
Check.
That's your responsibility, Ferguson. You're the best radio operator in the business.
Thank you, Chief.
And business is looking up. I think I'm going to call you Sparks, because you set me on fire.
Any questions so far?
On my radio, there's a little knob marked on, off. What's it for?
Good question. I think the answer may be on page 1 of your manual. It's going to be a long, dreary time out there. So we hope you'll all get along together.
You can count on me, Chief.
I know it, Faversham. That's why you were selected, Faversham.
Yes.
Yes.
I was selected.
An uncanny ability to endure hardships, solitude, and loneliness. And that's what you face. The lonely life of a Tibetan monk.
Early Tibetan, early to rise.
I'm glad you know Tibetan. Faversham, I fully expect you to make out with great success.
Yes.
You always have, Faversham. Well, that's about it then. You're on your way. Faversham? Faversham? Faversham!
Yes, Chief, yes.
May I speak to you for a moment?
Doesn't have to be now.
I'm afraid so, Faversham.
Excuse me, Mama. Stick around. I want to go over the secret code with you. I want you to drop by the drugstore and pick me up 4 more jars of wheat germ.
Emergency rations, eh, Faversham? There's such a thing, Faversham. I just want to warn you, as becoming too closely attached to your men.
Yes, number one, I did think about that.
There may come a moment out in the field, Faversham, when you maybe have to make a choice.
I've already taken care of that. I'm going to go in alphabetical order.
What I mean is, Faversham, you can't risk your life foolishly and endanger the mission. If one of your men is trapped out there, let him go.
Okay, we're not going to have any problem in that respect, Chief. I'll still have 2 left. I won't lose any sleep over him.
That's the spirit. Good luck, Faversham. And good hunting.
Thanks, Chief. Men, move it out.
Faversham, sometimes you amaze me.
Chief, sometimes I amaze myself. Ladies and gentlemen, my natural man and his man with a natural, Willie, Tyler, and Lester.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any further, Les, I got to ask you something. Now, look, I saw you running down the street the other day, and the strange thing about this, I've never seen you run as fast as you ran the other day. Why were you running so fast?
I was trying to stop a fight.
You were trying to stop a fight?
Yeah, between another dude and me.
Hey, but I noticed in the middle of the fight you stuck your tongue out at him, right?
Yeah.
But why would you stick your tongue out at him in the middle of the fight?
I always stick my tongue out when somebody choking me.
Hey, but you told me you had a black belt in karate, right?
Yeah, man, but I found out he had a brown belt.
Hey, but I thought a black belt was superior to a brown belt.
It is, man, but he had the brown belt wrapped around my neck.
Well, you seem kind of curt. You know, I mean, your temper's very short. What's wrong?
I'm looking for a job, man.
Well, look, I told you I was going to try to find you a job. I got a couple of things you might be interested in. One is like wanted person to do bird calls for National Bird Watching Society.
I can do that.
You can do bird calls?
Yeah.
Would you mind giving the folks a bird call?
Yeah, no. This heavy.
What?
It's heavy.
It's heavy? Go right ahead. You ready? Go right ahead. Chirp, chirp. Yuck, yuck. Chirp, chirp. Yuck.
Heavy, ain't it, baby?
Well, what's that?
That's the early bird catching the worm.
But what's the yuck for?
You ever eat a worm, baby?
There's another job you might be interested in. It's like wanted judge for a dog show.
I can do that.
Hey, but you don't know anything about dogs?
Have you ever seen any of the girls I go out with?
Yeah.
Should see the one I'm going out with tonight.
Oh, I'd love to meet her. Where's she at?
Outside, tied to a fire plug.
See, you never do anything right. Look, just last Friday, you just had your first date with a young lady by the name of Jezebel, and you really muffed it.
Hey, I didn't muff nothing, man. Jezebel muffed it.
Hey, but that's not what her father said.
I can't help that. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, look, I'll be the judge of that. I want to know exactly what happened last Friday, and I want to know right now.
All I did was take her to the movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Let's start from the beginning. You went to Jezebel's house, you walked up the steps, and you knocked on the door, right?
Yeah.
Her father answered, right?
Yeah.
Now pretend I'm Jezebel's father. I open the door, and I say, "Why, good evening, young man." And you said,
Hey, baby, what's going down?
You didn't really say that, did you?
Sure did, man. What's wrong?
Hey, there's no way to talk to Jezebel's father. You should have said, "It is indeed a pleasure to meet you, sir." Now try that.
It is indeed a pleasure to meet you, sir. And hey, baby, what's going on?
Did you meet Jezebel's mother?
Sure did.
And?
Man, she is preserved like a can of peaches, man. She got her thing together.
Hey, but you didn't insult Jezebel's mother, did you?
Of course not, man. I flattered her.
But how did you flatter her?
I told her I couldn't believe she was Jezebel's mother.
Hey, well, that was very sweet of you.
Because Jezebel was so much uglier than her.
I think I'm beginning to understand why Jezebel's father was so mad. Okay, what happened next?
Well, man, it was really getting late, see?
Yeah.
Jezebel was really late right now.
So what did you do?
I ran upstairs to her room, and I drug her down the steps.
In front of her mother and her father?
Well, I tried to sneak her by, but her head kept bumping along the way.
Listen to this, ladies. Don't be sad. Don't sit back crying over good times you've had. 'Cause there's a man right next to you. Why don't you check him out, see what he wants to get into? 'Cause there's love, this is love, and he's alive with love. And if you can be the one you love, love the one you with, love the one you with, love the one you with. Sit around angry with your man when he comes home late at night and tell you that he's been out with the boys. Smile and say, yes, dear, and I've been out with the girls. Love the one, yeah, just do it. Love the one, ooh, just do it. Love the one, do it. Love the one, yeah. So turn your heartache joy into joy. All the day, your boy. Get it together. It can be nice. You don't need no more advice. Love is love. This is love. Having a life. Find your love. And if you can't be the one you love the one you with. Just do it. Love the one you with. Say it. Love the one you with. Hey, love the one you with.
Say, Lester, you want to meet a fine-looking chick?
Yeah.
Every day I have the blues. I said every day I have the blues. When you see me worrying, baby, it's you I hate to lose. Oh, yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Mama? What's your name?
Josephine. What are you staring at?
I ain't staring.
Watch it, honey. Your eyes may not be able to stand the strain.
Josephina, I'm Lester, but you can call me Les.
That's the way it is. You hope for more and you wind up with less.
Yeah, why don't we go somewhere?
You devil, you. If my boyfriend Bruiser knew you tried to make a date with me, he'd unscrew your head and throw it at you.
Well, I guess our date's off.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, I wanted to buy you an ice cream cone.
Really? He wanted to buy me an ice cream cone. When I go out with a guy, I want everything, honey. He gotta give it all up. I want a banana split.
A banana split?
That's right. With 3 flavors, syrup, nuts, whipped cream, and a cherry on top to go. Headlight.
But all I got is 15 cents.
Really? 15 cents?
Yeah.
You got a lot of nerve, honey.
You never gone out with a guy with only 15 cents in his pocket?
Not when we started.
Maybe you'll change your mind. Can I call you tomorrow?
No. You can't call me tomorrow night, or the day after tomorrow. You don't know me that well. And you never will. Not with 15 jive cents.
Tomorrow's the day I get my $5 allowance.
Really? Look, what's your number? I'll call you from the ice cream parlor. I'll be in the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. In the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. Red light.
Cotswold Castle, Lord Latimer here. Are you there? Oh, Sir Stanley. I told you I'd pay you every last farthing just as soon as I could unload this blooming castle. I've one prospect left, you know. A long-lost cousin of mine from the States. The United States. No, Sir Stanley, they're independent now. We lost them. Quite. If he discovers this castle's haunted, it'll be a sticky wicket indeed. That's the one thing I must prevent him from finding out. Not at all, Sir Stanley. Good of you to call, so we could lay in the plot. Will you blighters quieten down? Once I sell this place, you can make all the noise you want. The doorbell.
Cheerio, Pip, and a Gladys Knight. Here you are, boy. Tell your master I've arrived.
But I am the jolly master. I'm Sir Cyril Lord Latimer.
No, John. I'm Marvin Latimer.
Long-lost cousin Marvin?
Long-lost cousin Lord.
Family resemblance.
I'd know you anywhere.
Well, sit down, cousin. Sit down. Make yourself at home, for goodness sake. By the way, which branch of the old family do you come from? From the Staffordshire Latimers? Or Shropshire? Or Yorkshire?
New Yorkshire. Upper Harlemshire.
Harlemshire, eh? Must be beautiful there in August. Now then, I understand you're interested in purchasing the family castle.
Yeah, I thought I'd come over to the mother country, settle down and, on a nice fancy estate and bag me a fox or two.
Forgive you a personal question, cuz, but how did you acquire your fortune?
In the poverty program.
You got rich through poverty?
Well, I bet my welfare check and hit the number.
The number of what?
It's a game. You guys play cricket, we play numbers.
Did you play with a ball?
No.
Did you use a bat?
Only to collect. Did you hear something?
Yes.
What?
I heard you say, did you hear something?
I don't mean that. It sounded like...
Must be your imagination. There goes your imagination again.
If you say so. How many bedrooms does this place have?
47.
47 bedrooms and you're not married?
That's right.
Cousin Devil, you.
England expects every man to do his duty.
Yes.
Red light. We also have the banqueting hall, of course, the formal dining room, the informal dining room, and the breakfast nook.
How far is the closest barbecue place?
The closest barbecue place, that'd be Mom's. Or as we say, Mum's. It's in London.
London? That's 300 miles.
I know, but they deliver.
I assume there's a wine cellar here.
Of course there is. Didn't you have one in your place in America?
I didn't have to. I lived up over the liquor store.
Well, anyway, let's get to the contract. Here it is. You can sign it straight away.
What was that?
What was what?
Cuz, I think you got ghosts. I don't mind spooks. I don't like ghosts.
Ghosts? That's ridiculous. Would I sell you a castle with ghosts?
You sold us the London Bridge and the Queen Mary, didn't you? Sorry, cuz. The deal is off.
I'll pour you a cup of tea. Relax. I mean, that'll calm you down. Anything will calm.
Look, I don't like ghosts. I never have liked ghosts, and I never will like ghosts.
But can't we discuss it in a civilized manner? We can sit down, have another cup of tea, and just relax.
I'm the living ghost. Don't go.
Hello, Mama.
What are you doing here?
That's what I call living.
Give me that contract.
Here you are, but I thought you said you hated ghosts.
I hate male ghosts. I get along with this kind very well.
Let's go.
Tonight I want to thank all of my wonderful guests, Supremes, Willie, Tyler, and Lester, and my good buddy, Mr. David Frost. David Frost.